Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hasmani from AG3. This video I'm going to answer 10 questions for the final project of discourse analysis. Okay, answer for part A. Linguistic theory aims to explain the nature of human language in terms of basic underlying participants. So, the position of discourse analysis is to find out the patterns or arrangement expressed by a text. Okay, answer for part B. In linguistic theory, discourse analysis is a research method for studying writing or spoken language in relation to its social context. It aims to understand how language is used in real-life situations. So, while error analysis is a method used to document the errors that arise in learned language, determine whatever those errors are systematic, and explain what caused them. Okay, discourse analysis in the context of the analysis is to find out the language function of a discourse, while error analysis is to find out grammatical errors. Okay, for part C, discourse is a method of analysis the meaning or message of a text. So, it can be defined as the analysis of language are beyond the sentence. Next is communicative competence. Communicative competence is ability to communication in one or all types of speech activity and can use it effectively. So the next is exchange. Exchange is a sequence of discourse moves by at last two speakers that forms a topical. And the next is a move. A move is a streak of talk that forms a unit. It is a function relation to the conversation of which is a part. A language function refers to what students do with language as they engage with context and interact with others, while language form deals with the internal grammatical structure of words and phrase as well as the words themselves. The discourse patterns of an expository text or of an oral presentation for informational purpose will vary depending on the culture and the native language of the writer or speaker. Okay, answer for part D. There are three scopes discourse analysis in spoken discourse. There are speaking as interaction or conversation. It means language interaction between two or more people. Okay, second is speaking as transaction of discussion. It means refers to situation where the focus in what is said or done. And the last is performs speaking discourse. or public speaking. It means speaking to a group or people in an organized way to give information, influence, or persuade, or to entertain the listeners. The answer for part V is function in the conversation of the two people is a communication intended to convey one regret to change. While moves found in conversation, there are framing, reply response, and follow-up. And the last, the internal structure found in the conversation is related to the formal aspects of language. Okay, the next is answer for part F. Cohesion is the use of language forms to show semantic relations between elements in a discourse. Coherence is how the meaning of sentence in a discourse hug together. In grammatical cohesion device, there are 4 items are attained, which are reference, substitution, ellipsis, and conjunction. Each of them stands as grammatical cohesion device that has its own characters. The next is lexical cohesion is about meaning in text. The meaning of lexical device relate to the idea in the text. Okay, next is macro analysis. Is studying the context in which language is used and its development over time and in among individuals, while macro analysis focus on the details of language itself, including its sounds, grammatical structures, syntax, and meanings. Okay, the next is answer for part G. There are 3 types of text patterns in English text. There are the problem solution, the general specific, and claim counterclaim patterns. According Holly M. Cotley, the problem solutions patterns is the most common patterns found in English text among the other 2 patterns. According McCart, claims that the problem solutions patterns is a typical patterns of discourse and is frequently found in advertising text which aim to convince consumers and solve their problems through the parsing of the days of the said products. According to Holly, the patterns consist of 4 functions. There are solution, problem response, and evaluations. The first function should afford background information. The second function raise a particular problem. And the third function is to provide a response to the problem and that has arisen. Finally, an evaluation deals with whatever the response to the problem is positive or negative. The second types of text patterns is called the general to specific patterns, or also known as the deductive organization. So, the analysis this text pattern refers to a way of developing writing text by moving from a broad observation about topic, the detailed description with more specific information in support of the topic. The three types of holy text patterns is the claim, counterclaim, or the hypothetical read. This pattern refers to structured ideas, text in which claim or statement of the truth of something, and while counterclaim, an opposing claim made to offset the previous claim, are presented in relation to a given issue. So, to analyze, we should with the claim and counterclaim of text. Okay, answer for part 8. In general, the meaning of a sentence is a arrangement or combination of several words that contains a complete meaning. So, how to analyze this? We should identify rhyme and theme of text because theme is the first element occurring in a clause, or also known as topic, while rhyme or also known a comment is the remainder clauses which clarifies the topic or new information. Okay, the next is the answer for part A. First of all, it really depends on the problem and the goals. Second, it depends on the type of discourse to be analyzed. 3. The attitude of the reader in analyzing the text. Okay, the last part is part C. The answer is yes, because discourse analysis provide new information in the front of meaning and communication message in a text that can be used as a guide to better understand it. Okay, the conclusion what I got is it is not excessive if it is said that the discourse analysis is able to provide a few benefits to social change, especially if the critical and participatory paradigm is used, while the analysis of discourse is systematic and the paradigmatic will be very useful for the text.